So we got the TNT Championship match, and James, you can verify this in real time. All my sensors were going off, and I was like, it feels like we are about to get a title change on
Yeah.
this one here because like I was like, well, they got 3 title matches on this show. They're putting this
Match
shit.
the bell rang at like 8:47 or 8:49 or something.
They
I was
got
like,
they
what?
got all these people around the ring. No one would. They broke up Sammy's group earlier in the fucking show. Like it was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like I probably would be able to find it, but they had a match and Sammy, of course, it really seals. I knew the belt was changing when he did that 450 through the announce table or through the table, and Scorpio Sky moves out the way and he goes through. I'm like, oh yeah, he's fucking losing, and they basically Scorpio beats the fuck out of him the whole match. There's like some hijinks of misdirection. It was like like when a wire and somebody was about to get shot, like different shit started to happen around, and they started swinging the camera. That's kind of what they were doing. All of a sudden, Sammy was getting caught with a finisher, and that was it. And Scorpio Sky is the new TNT champion. And man, James, for the longest time, I've just had to watch this stuff on Twitter from these fucking cowards and these people. They swear to God, there was just this, this mass conspiracy, this hatred for black wrestlers in AEW from. Never mind on the night that there's 3 different acts challenging for all the titles and on the same show. Never mind that. Never mind that we pretty much called it as what was happening the entire time. Like, hey, there has to be, like there's a limited amount of black wrestlers and a lot of them are being warehoused in WWE. And then the second they're not, they'll actually be signed to AEW and it looks like they know what to do with them. Never mind that, Scorpio Sky has always been protected in this act and in this promotion and pushed from day one.
And presented all like the media stuff too.
Never mind the fact that he was the first tag team champion in this promotion. Never mind that he was the first one to pin Chris Jericho. Never mind that the entire Men of the Year act and fucking Dan Lambert and Ethan Page were condoms around him the whole time as Ethan Page was losing all the matches. As I came on this show January 6th this year, and said, hey, I feel like Scorpio Sky is really close because something is happening that I don't think people are picking up on it. I don't have, while the Black Utopia began firing wrestlers left and right, warehousing them, having Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of them, firing them, and they're doing weird barbershop segments with Carmella Hayes, I hear, in NXT now, and I don't know. Like, you look at this WrestleMania card, I'm looking for all the the blackness. I don't know, James. Am I missing it?
Well, I mean, they had a match and then it got basically put on the shelf because someone broke their neck this weekend.
Okay, where was that in relation to being on the top?
Oh
that
yeah,
was
I get
like,
what you're saying.
yeah, like, and then I don't know, man. It seems like the game has been switched on some ludicrous shit, Jans. Because I see Swerve, I see Keith Lee, I see Private Party with a renewed focus, I see Hobbs out there getting over no more. I see Scorpio Sky with a TNT title now. And mind you, he could come off that bitch next week, right? My
Right.
point still stands. Like, like the game has been switched on some ludicrous shit, and I feel like all the shit, all the crying that was happening, and all that. Let's talk about it. Like, I it it never held any water to me. It was like, I feel like I know how the wrestling business works, and I think while people were crying up in arms about all these unrealistic expectations of a wrestling promotion from like a standpoint of, hey, this is a new company. Hey, we have these stars right now that are available to us. Hey, we're going to probably push someone that's won the Flair Thez Award before. Hey, we're probably going to push someone that was a major push act in WWE for half a decade. Hey, maybe we're gonna we're gonna push one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. hey, maybe we have like a young guy in the faction with like that Flair Thez wrestler that we have. The fact that there was no black world champion, there still hasn't been a black AEW champion. I feel like if you're not seeing what everything is happening around this inside of 3 years, you don't want to see it.
Yeah. I I mean, you could follow through this like from year to year and see the difference, and that also comes with the availability of talent. Like a year ago, they got at the end of last year. For most of last year, didn't have Jay Lethal. They didn't get
Forgot
Keith
about
Lee
Jay
until
Lethal.
they didn't get Keith Lee until this year.
The
They didn't get
Acclaimed.
Swerve until this year. They started using the Acclaim when they could last year. They would have used Top Flight more, but
Dante
Darius
Martin.
got hurt, and then they used Dante instead. There was there have been Scorpio has always been someone they wanted to do something with. I think at times a lot of the stuff that they did was off TV, and most of the work was all done on the darks, which I don't like, but whatever. Like you mentioned, he was the key guy on the first tag team champion, and try to figure out how to make him a solo. It took a while, but like they put him with Lambert, one of the best talkers in the world. They put Page with him, a person that I think like is talented enough to be able to do something on his own, but they still put him with him to basically be like you mentioned, a condom for Scorpio. And we got this match, and like I was surprised at the title change, but that was because like we had just had a pay-per-view where nobody lost their title.
That too.
So I thought, well, if they were going to do that, why when they put that match on the card, and had a title change on the card, but they didn't. They decided to save it for TV, and we always talk about how it effectively works as a TV title most weeks. So yeah, and I think the thing that I was missing, like I wasn't with you until the 6:30 spot. Then I was like, oh, okay, because now this fits in line with a lot of title changes in TNT title matches where like somebody gets an injury mid match and then they're like or working through stuff and then they get taken advantage of and beat on. Like that happened to Darby versus Miro. That happened with Miro against Sammy, and now right here with Sammy versus Scorpio. So like it fit in line. Like I like once you said, I was like, nah, it's not enough time on the show. And then the 6:30 happens, like, oh well, it's probably gonna happen now. And it did. And there's a great chance that, or there's a very good chance that Wardlow takes it right off him, but there's also an even better chance, in my opinion, that like after that promo where Wardlow says like how much the TNT title means to him, how they wove in that part where he's like,
I want the world belt too.
I'll let you get the TNT. I'll let you get the TNT title. So if you win it, but I don't think you're going to win it. Like now that sets the stage for like, oh, like you screwed me out this thing that I cared about more than anything else, this Punk thing. Like, fuck you. Of course I'm going to screw you out of this TNT title.
Yep.
Of course I am. So yeah, like I think Scorpio has a chance to be the champion for a minute. He's obviously he's a very good wrestler. He's gonna have some good matches or some very good matches. So like whatever, like who's he dropping off to? Don't care.
We're here now.
He's a champion. I think he's gonna do good with it for the time he has it, and like I'm pretty sure anybody that's gonna be the TNT champion is gonna do a pretty good job with it. Now that it's like away from some of the goofier stuff that was happening earlier in its run. But like to be fair, Cody did a really good job with it too. But and a lot of that stuff that happened with it at times that felt goofy wasn't his fault. Like he was giving people a lot of chances that I would probably never see, get shots at the TNT title. Like I don't want to see fucking Warhorse out here ever again. Cody gave that man everything, and it wasn't good enough, and he still wasn't good enough. Right. Like that Warhorse match was absolutely not Cody's fault. Cody gave that man everything. Had that been like Pac or somebody, it would have had like a 4.5-star match or some shit like that. It just wasn't in the cards. So yeah, like I feel like they have a better handle on all that stuff.
Yeah.